Hello, YouTube. Tonight, I got to thinking the other night. I was playing unranked as I do. Should probably play less unranked, honestly. I kind of made a resolution to myself. I'd play less unranked, and I'd play more like with good, like I'd hit up like, you know, friends of mine or good players over to play. I thought I should do that a little more often. But whatever, I play a lot of unranked. And as I'm sure you do too, you know, don't judge me, don't judge me. And I made a note to myself. I was thinking about content as I do. I took a page out of Ludwig's book, and I have a, you know, I've got a notepad file where I think about content ideas, stream ideas, video ideas. And I made a note to myself. I made a note which was, if the content ever runs dry, you make a tier list. That's right. We're gonna drive some views, so we're making tier lists. Now, I was thinking, what kind of tier list can we make? We're gonna do one for how good the average player is of each of these characters in Super Smash Bros. Melee on Unranked. And the reason we're doing this tier list is because I had this realization, which is sometimes I'll run into a character on Unranked, and I'm like, oh fuck, you know, it's fucking go time, it's gamer mode. And sometimes I run into a character on Unranked, and I'm just like, I sleep. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, okay, here we go. Like, this is gonna be fucking boring. Like, how many friendlies do I have to play with this guy before I, like, politely quit out on him? Because, like, you know. So, it kind of goes both ways. And I noticed that it really, there's a huge amount of variance based on the character. This is not going to look like the Melee tier list. I don't think it's going to look exactly like the Melee tier list, because some fucking mid-tier players are just, like, way better than I think they should be when I run into those characters. And some top tiers, you run into them and you're like, all right, well, here we go. I'm going to do this roughly in order of the actual Melee tier list. We're going to go down and we're going to order these characters in the order of the most recent official Melee tier list that I think was posted by, what, PG Stats? And we'll do it in that order. So we're going to start with Fox, Marth, blah, 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 and we'll go all the way down to Kirby and Bowser. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off by naming our tiers, because I think there's some tiers that we're just not going to be able... Okay, so it's not going to be straight up... So top tier is gonna be like randomly goated as fuck. So this is like, you're running into this guy, holy shit, you're gonna get fucked up. Like, you're always in for a fucking sweater for like no reason. Got pretty competent. This is the tier of like, you know, you're running into these guys. Okay, competent spelling over this word's too long. Let's do pretty skilled / varies. Hope that's clear what I mean by that. This is gonna be, these characters are pretty skilled. But it does vary, you know, there's a lot of variance because, for some of these characters, there's so many of them. Next we have, the meh tier, and then I think we have the, they don't exist, or how do I, yeah, I mean, they don't exist. I think this tier is just like, you can't find these characters online, they just don't exist. You know, a very rare Pokemon. This is a very rare Pokemon. You just don't see these online at all, ever. Unicorn tier. Yeah, unicorn tier. I like that. I actually like that. Unicorn tier. Meh, and like... And then the bottom tier, we're just gonna call like free win. This is a free win. Alright. Let's do it. Let's jump into it. Super Smash Bros. Melee. How good is each respective character's community of mains? And we're gonna go down the order of the actual tier list. So we're going to start with Fox. Fox, I would say... Fox, ironically, is going to be one of the toughest characters for me to place. So I've always had this theory. We might as well get this out of the way early into the video. So, you know, I always make... people. It's not even just me. People make fun of netplay Falcos and all this. With, I think, good reason. There's just so many netplay Falcos, right? There's so many netplay Falcos. I think up until you have a certain level of skill... their playstyles kind of bleed together and all this stuff. You know, whatever. It is what it is. And I've always had this theory that I think the average netplay Falco eventually evolves into a netplay Fox. This was especially prevalent, I believe, in the era of Smash Ladder. Back in Smash Ladder, like, if you watch the reads, like, 100 times out of 100, like, the average full jump Fox, like, this is all to say that every, you know, up tilt spam, short up, auto cancel, back air spam, you know, spot dodge shine, laser in place Falco on Unranked eventually becomes a full hop Fox. And I think full hop Fox is a little bit better than spot dodge shine Falco. I just think it's slightly harder to beat. You know, you learn about how to drift, you learn about how to... I just think Fox is a little bit harder to beat online on average than the average net play Falco. What do you guys think? That's kind of where I'm at. I kind of want to put Fox at the roughly the top of pretty skilled / varies. This is kind of where I'm at. Fox is definitely better than Falco on average. My theory is that the higher level and skill you get, like Falco becomes harder and harder to play. Like the better you get at melee, like, and I mean, you see it in the top 100, there just are not as many Falco mains in the top 100 as Fox mains. It's kind of always been that way too. It's kind of been that way for at least 10 years. I don't think I've ever seen a really awful Fox. It's super rare. Well, even for me, right? Like when I started playing melee, I was a Fox player as a super casual. And when I wanted to learn advanced techniques, I actually played Falco for a while because I couldn't short up with Fox. And my homie was like, dude, you want to learn how to do Fox tech skill? Falco tech skill is that, but like, you know, 2/3 the speed. So just play Falco for a while. And I was like, cool, good looks. That's a good idea. You'll learn how to combo, learn how to wave dash, short up laser, all that stuff. I'm going to put Fox at, I think he's going to end up at the top of this tier. I'm putting him in pretty skilled / varies. Puff maids on unranked, their dog shit are really good, no in between. Hey, I like that. I think there should be a tier for that. How do I add a tier? Either dog water or amazing. I think this should be a fucking tier. Because this exists, the Ludwig tier. Up next, we got Marth. Okay, this is a hot take. I kind of want to put Marth in meh. I think a lot of you guys will disagree with me. I play a lot of unranked with my own Marth, and my Marth Ditto win rate on unranked is like 99.5%. Like, just every time I run into another Marth on unranked, they're like, often they're pretty good, but like, there's some of them that are pretty nice. I've run into some Marths that are like, I'm like impressed with their movement. We have some good games, but I feel like even then they never take any friendlies off me. Like, Marth is either going to be at the bottom of this tier or top of meh. And like, I think some of you guys might disagree, but I think a lot of you guys just statistically are net play Falcos. And I think the average net play Falco struggles with the average net play Marth. I don't know. Every time I run into Marth, I'm like, I don't know. And like at the end of the day, like if I swap to Sheik at all, they get immediately 3-stocked every game. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving on. I think I'm gonna stick him in meh for now. Potential to move into the bottom of pretty skilled varies, but up next we have Jigglypuff. Editor put a voice sample of Jigglypuff saying, Jigglypuff! Either dog water amazing. This is honestly, this tier is built for Jigglypuff. I don't think there's any debate. It's even called the Ludwig tier. Dog shit are amazing for free. Now I have a theory as to why this is. I actually have a very, I think, credible theory. I think there's two types of Jigglypuff mains. There's new school HBox viewers and everyone else. And I think the new school HBox viewers are just, I'm not saying this to make fun of them. I just think they're really new. I just think they're really new to the game. And I think it's, by the way, I think it's fucking awesome. Because remember how there was this narrative during SCL1 where it was like, dude, the floaties are dead. Where are all the floaty players? There's no floaties. Like, we need all the floaties. Because the thing about floaties in the competitive meta, the tournament meta of Super Smash Bros. Melee is floaties aren't degenerates the way spacies are. Like, it's just a fucking fact. I don't care. There's any way you slice it. Floaties, like, graduate from college and go on to, you know, like, look at Laud as in med school, Swedish Delight, med school, you know, HBox is an engineer, all this stuff. Spacies are fucking degenerates, right? Like, there's a clear dichotomy between what floaties do with their lives and what spacies do with their lives. So I think it's just the general community, age of the community has gotten older. The floaties enter fewer tournaments than the spacies. I think it's fine. If you want to live the kind of life where you're living life on the edge, paycheck to paycheck, relying on Twitch primers like you in the chat to pay your rent, you play spacies. That's me. I'm 32. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. Yeah, I just think that a lot of the floaties, you know, they don't enter as many tournaments these days because they're busy with IRL stuff. That's fine. Not a big deal. In fact, shout outs to a lot of them for still playing. So, you know, we have this problem where it's like, damn, where's all the floating mains? We need a new influx of floating mains. HBox's stream, I think, is providing that. I run into a lot of floaty buff mains, specifically on Unranked, that I think are, I don't even want to say not that good. I just don't think they've been playing very long. Like, straight up from their gameplay, you can tell, damn, this guy just hasn't been playing that long. And I think that's great. I think we need more of them. I see way more Puff players that I think are pretty bad than like Peach players or Samus players. And the only explanation I have for that, besides the fact that Puff is a better character, is that HBox streams to thousands of people and he streams a lot of Melee. And I think that's fucking cool. So shout outs to HBox subs. If you're H fam, leave a comment in the YouTube. I'm curious how many of you exist. So yeah, basically you'll run into fucking puffs like that, or you'll run into Jigglypuff players that are like fucking cracked for, I ran into this fucking Jigglypuff player today, and I was playing Marth, and the first thing that happened was he crouch canceled, rested me, and I was like, holy fuck. I quit out and I switched to Fox, because I was like, I don't even want to play this guy with Marth. It seems annoying. Played him a couple games with Fox. It was a lot more fun. Yeah, dude, Fire Puff fucking 12. You're gonna run into Fire Puff 12, he's gonna nair arrest you. Wowzers, next thing you know, Ludwig and Slime are doing a skit where they're talking about Fire Puff 12. You know, it's just how it is. It's how it is. Like, you're going to run into some puffs that are going to blow your brains out, and you're going to run into a lot of puffs that clearly haven't been playing very long, and I think it's totally fine. I think it's dope. I think it's dope. So this tier is absolutely made for Jigglypuff. And you know what? I'll say it. We need more avenues like HBox's stream to get an influx of new players into the game. Up next, we got Mr. Netplay himself. Mr. Netplay himself. And I think it's pretty clear here that this is one of the hardest characters to rate. Not because of anything about the character, just because there's so goddamn many of them. I've run into absolute shit Falcos. I've run into Falcos that I thought were tournament competitive. I have no idea what's going to happen anytime I run with Falco. I think he's got to go, to me, at the bottom of pretty skilled varies. Clearly below Fox. I think there's a little bit more consistency with Fox. But I mean, there's so many goddamn Falcos. He's got to go at the bottom, pretty skilled varies. Chat, you guys agree? I think he's got to go in this tier, right? Dogwater amazing. Nah, I don't think Dogwater amazing, because I think with Falco, a lot of the time they're right in the fucking middle. I think the average Falco is definitely better than the average buff. There's some Falcos that are like pretty, you know, they're all right. I think this tier is clearly like it's just one or the other. Like it's not a spectrum. It's literally a binary. Like the switch is on or the switch is off. Falco could be a multitude of different skill levels. You know what I mean? I mean, there's just too many. There's just too many of them. Falcos run the whole goddamn spectrum to be sure. I feel like the most common Falco I fought are like mid-level 2-2 Falcos. Yeah, I'm tempted to even put them in meh, but I run into some Falcos that are actually really fucking good, and I just feel like I never run into Marth besides literally Kadoran or PPU that are like, that's why Marth, to me, Marth is going to be a little lower than Falco. Also, like, I think the average Marth has like a little bit more exploitable habits than the average Falco. The average Marth, like, you know, you run into these Marths and you're like, if I really need to take your stock, like if it's a clutch situation, it comes down to last stock somehow, I'll just run up shield. I know you're going to forward smash eventually, and I'll just get a free punish on that. Falco isn't quite as bread and butter, like, or as clear cut, you know what I'm saying? So I would say here. And yeah, sometimes you run into some Falcos that are fucking amazing for like literally no reason. All right, up next, who do we have? We're going into the next tier down, Sheik. Sheik, to me, has got to go in meh below Marth. Now, the problem with Sheik's, mind you, this is a weird phenomenon. This did not used to be true. Back in the days of Smash Ladder, this is actually an example of a character, in my experience, to me, I think the average Sheik player base used to be stronger. I don't really know why. Back in the Smash Ladder days, I think what it is that a lot of the no-name, like, what would be unranked Sheiks back in the day, they actually became prominent. Because I'm thinking players like CrossFit Jesus, Trey the Trash Man, you know, players like that. Even Nut, like Nut started as a Smash Ladder Sheik. And I was like, damn, this guy's pretty good. And then next thing you know, you got Power Ranked in SoCal. So now I wouldn't even consider those guys for this tier list. And I just, out of the new wave of Sheiks, I almost never encounter Sheiks that can actually tech chase. And Sheik is definitely one of these characters where, like, if you can't tech chase, like, there's a clear differential in how hard it is to beat a Sheik that can tech chase versus a Sheik that can't. I just don't think I ever encounter Sheiks on netplay that can tech chase. Ben does not count. Ben, I'm not considering Ben for this fucking... Yeah, to be clear here, like, if I run into Zane on unranked, I'm not suddenly like, boom. Right? This is the average. In fact, I'm not even counting people like that. So number 6 on the tier list is Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon is gonna be... Dude, this is a toughie. Falcon very good. Falcon free win. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really tempted to put Falcon here. I've played some Falcons that fucking, for some reason, are just like pretty fucking good. But yeah, usually they're pretty easy to beat. Isn't it either dog water amazing? I don't know. I feel like I run into some Falcons that randomly throw you for a fucking loop. A lot of Falcons just don't get it, if you know what I mean. I know exactly what you mean. I even used to describe Falcon like this. When I lived in Japan, I had a buddy named Tokyo who was a competitive Melee player, and we were good friends. And I was describing how I felt about Captain Falcon to him. And I remember back then, people were a lot worse about like holding down, like, you know, ASDI down, crouch cancel, options like that. Their DI was worse. They always let you drill shine them for free. They always let you like wave shine them off the stage. And I was telling him there was this big discrepancy between the great Falcons who felt like comboing brick walls. You know how I would summarize it? Okay, you know when Slime always tweets about, how combos against Falcon don't count. And from my perspective, I think Falcon is a very hard combo character to combo, because when I think about comboing Falcon, I'm thinking about the Falcons that know that you don't get a true combo off of Fox's up throw at 0. The Falcons that know that if they DI onto the platform, tech to the side of the platform, Fox can't do like falling up air regrab 100% option coverage the way that you can in the Fox Ditto or against Falco. Like the actual flowchart combos against Falcon are actually pretty difficult. Like Sheik, a lot of Sheiks are annoyed that, you know, you can't actually do jab reset tech chase against Falcon because they smash the eye up and then, you know, they get out of your tech chase for free every time. So you have to do the crouch cancel tech chase. And, you know, at a high level, I think Falcon suddenly becomes very annoying to combo. But I do think that at a low level, he is fucking the biggest combo fin in the game. And I think DI and like awareness in situations where you have to smash DI out of drills, being able to DI to a high enough percent that you don't get gimped. I think those are really huge for Captain Falcon, and I think it's like you either got it or you don't. For me, I don't know. I've ran into some Falcons that are fucking pretty good. Unranked Falcons are so trash. Most of you guys are saying you think Falcon belongs in free win. Okay, I'm thinking about it. I've definitely run into some good Falcons, but I think it came out that I actually knew who all of them were. Because one of them was... What the fuck was the guy's name? Shrek Super Slam 2000. I ran into this guy as like Shrek Super Slam 2021. I was actually talking about him with Lovage. I went down to Summit SEL 1. I went down to SEL Season 1. I was talking with Lovage. And Lovage was complaining about this Falcon on Unranked that was giving him a run for his money named Shrek Super Slam 2021. I was like, what the fuck? Shrek Super Slam 2021. And then I ran in later that week. And then TLDR, it ended up being Zio. So I was like, okay, well... yeah, that guy's just too fucking good. I've also run into NMW's Falcon on Unranked, and I was like, all right, this guy's way too fucking good. I've ran into Mech, if you guys know Mech, M-E-K-K, and he's pretty good. So I'm kind of thinking about it more, and yeah, the average Falcon is free win, right? I'm so close to putting him in the either dog water tier or amazing tier, but now that I'm thinking about the amazing ones, I know who all of them are. So I had a really funny situation with Lovage's Falcon, because when I was playing him, I didn't realize it was Lovage, and he kept messaging me. Like, I kept getting Steam messages from somebody, and I was like, oh, well, when I finish playing this random dude, I'll check my Steam messages. And then halfway through the session, I click on my Steam messages, because I'm like, damn, this guy keeps messaging me. And it's Lovage, and he's like, BRB, I gotta get some water or whatever. And then I look up, and he's like, yo, this is me, dog. Is this what I have to do to get friendlies with you or something like that? And I was like, oh shit, I've been playing Oscar for the last half an hour. I didn't even know it. It was really funny. Yeah, I don't think it's fair to count, like, I think it's gotta be, you know, people that don't go to haven't, you know, established, they don't have established names in the community or whatever, which I realize is a little bit of a blurry line, like, you know, because one man's unranked dude is another man's, you know what I mean? There's always gonna be a blurry line. Yeah, I'll put Falcon in free win for now. It seems like most of you guys think free win, so. Okay, up next, Peach. Peach is... There's one problem with Peach players. So Falcon, yeah, we're putting Falcon in free win. Honestly, more for you. Oh yeah, Peach. Peaches, yeah, right. Like I said, Peaches have two problems. They got two fucking big problems. They got two big problems. And those problems, I'm gonna say it, and this is actually a PSA for all you Peach maids on Unranked. It's dash attack and it's dash attack and it's down smash on the platform. Like, I don't know, man. Like, dude, when I'm playing Fox against a Peach and like they land on a platform above me and they're at like 90 and I'm like, he's gonna do it. And I like wait and then they down smash on the platform and I like full up here and I'm like, or like, you know, you're like dash dancing and they're at 80 or 90 and you're like, all right, it's coming. And you like run up shield and they dash attack your shield and you all smash them. And I'm like, you guys need to all stop doing, like, every single one of you fucking unranked Peaches, like, okay, you can do it But like, if your opponent punishes it, you have to stop doing it. And I swear to God, every single Pichu unranked doesn't realize that I'm punishing it. I don't know what the fuck it is. They're like, this time it's gonna get him. I get it. If I jump into down smash on the platform, it will do 60 damage. But I haven't jumped into one of your down smashes in years. So just, you have to notice if your opponent's not jumping into it and they're killing you for it, okay? It's you play a character that by design is very difficult to kill if you play correctly. Watch Armada. You guys need to stop doing it. It's so like, oh God. And it's like a real, I almost want to put you in free win because like Peach would be in meh tier, but these two habits alone, like by definition, it's a free win because you'll get me down to last stock. And then in every single clutch moment, you're like, oh, it's okay. This time he's going to jump into my down smash. No, I'm not going to jump into your down smash. Stop doing it. I'm putting you in free win. Until you guys fucking learn to stop jumping into the down, doing the down smashes and hoping I jump into it. You're in free win. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck it is about. It's like, dude, I get it. It does a lot of damage. I get it. But it's not the character. That's not what Peach is supposed to be. Okay. We're going to the next tier and it's Ice Climbers. Look, we did a video on this. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. You gotta put him at unicorn tier. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I have not found an Ice Climbers on Unranked. Except for Icy sniping Toph in my other video in over a year. Like, I don't know. Now, I will say back in the Smash Ladder days, I thought these guys used to be pretty good. There were a lot of Ice Climbers on Smash Ladder because this was actually the wobbling era. And to add a kind of, you know, an extra layer of difficulty on delay-based netcode, you know, you could easily get an L cancel input dropped or something like that, and all of a sudden you're getting wobbled. And back then wobbling was legal. So Ice Climbers used to be really fucking hard to beat on Smash Ladder, and you were always liable to lose to any old Ice Climbers. The first top, like when Smash Ladder came out back in 2015 or 16 or whatever it was, the first #1 ranked guy was Andrew HAT, who I think largely disappeared from the Melee community, but he was an East Coast Ice Climbers player. I played him at a Revival of Melee in pools and tournament. I beat him pretty bad. And I was like, damn, this is the #1 ranked netplay player. Like, netplay must be like a joke. You know, it's not serious. It's not serious if someone like this is ranked #1. And that's how it was back then. You could get wobbled by literally any old Ice Climbers. But unfortunately for character variants, I just don't think they fucking exist anymore, man. I just don't think they're around anymore at all. I gotta put Ices in they don't exist. Ices is a fucking rare ass Pokemon. Some might say even a shiny Pokemon. All right, after Ices, I'm surprised Samus isn't next. Next is Pikachu. I've actually run into a couple Pikachus. They're actually pretty good in my experience. What do you guys think? I want to put Pikachu in pretty skilled varies. I actually think I've run into some Pikachus that are like not that bad. I don't think they're as good as like the average Fox, but I'm tempted to even put them above Falco. Free win, Pikas are good, pretty skilled, free, that's me. Free win. Pikas are bad, I only see meh ones. Pikas are sentimental new players. More of the Pikachus I see just taunt and leave, they make me work. Damn, people are all over with this one. People are all over with this one. Holy cannoli. They don't exist for me. There's not that many of them, but there's way more than Ices. Are we sure they aren't Axmers? Look, I would know if they were Axmers. Axmers would be beating me. Most of the Pikas I play are back throw cheese monsters. They are, but okay, sure. But from that perspective, I still feel like they're challenging to beat, you know? Every Pika I played was like a new player. All Pikas taunt and leave. I wish I could frame that chat message. All Pikas. Yeah, I keep playing these fucking guys on Unranked. And then they swap to Pikachu. I'm like, finally, I'm going to get some Pikachu practice. Then they fucking BM me with the taunt and leave. God, I fucking hate Unranked. That's so funny. I actually didn't even realize what you meant at first. Yeah, fucking assholes, dude. God, they're such BMers. Dude, that's actually really funny. I don't know. Pretty skilled varies are meh. It's between here for me. I'm tempted to put them in pretty skilled. What's the cutoff here? Yes, I think they're largely back throw cheese monsters. I've never felt like they were like super duper skilled or whatever, but I do feel like they're challenging to defeat. And by the way, I realize that when referring to Pikachu, using the word cheese is a little bit of a hot topic. So I don't mean it in that way. Just public disclaimer here. I don't mean it in the offensive way. Okay, I'm using the modern parlance, the modern vernacular of the word cheese. Okay, so I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't think they're doing all the crazy stuff that like Axe does or even Tyler Swift, but top of meh, bottom of pretty skilled. I'm gonna say meh. I'm gonna say meh. And I think what's putting them in meh for me is I've never encountered one that was like that really caught my attention. Whereas I've run into Foxes, I've run into Falcos where I'm like, damn, this guy actually is pretty goddamn good. And the Pikachus are all like, they're all right, but I think they're meh. I think meh for sure. Between the two. Up next, Yoshi. I've run into a couple Yoshis. Again, Amsa doesn't count. This has got to be another meh for me. I've run into some Yoshis. They're pretty good. I think it's the nature of the character, though. The way I feel about Yoshi is, to me, actually, Yoshi might even be in free win. It's free win or bottom of meh. And the reason I say this is, I think Yoshi is a character. I really do think Yoshi is a character. Anthers Yoshis were fire. True. I do think Anthers Yoshis were fire, but I think a lot of them became tournament Yoshis. Yoshi to me is a character where if you can't do all of the prerequisite Yoshi tech skill, you are fucking terrible. And then all of a sudden you can do all the shit that Ness and Amsa and Whiskers and Zim and Eggs do, and you're like a fucking threat. And I just think there's no in between. Some have insane movement, but most are absolute dog. Cause dude, think about Yoshi's recovery. Like, you guys watch some of the friendlies with me and Amsa, right? Like, I cannot fucking edgeguard Amsa for shit. Like, if you play a good Yoshi, sometimes you just can't edgeguard them. Like, literally you can't. Like, they just have double jump armor and you're like, cool. I mean, they're gonna get back and then I have to like ledge trap them or whatever. It's just kind of how it is. But I don't know if you guys were like, how many of you guys are old school enough to remember before Amsa was on the scene, Yoshi was thought of as a character where like he had a couple big flaws that everyone thought held him back for being above low tier. And what we said back in the day was Yoshi can't jump out of shield, which is debilitating, and Yoshi has a debilitatingly bad recovery. So if you can't recover with Yoshi, if you don't know how to use this recovery and use double jump armor well, he is a free edge guard every time. Fumi was nuts. True. Fumi was nuts. I actually met Fumi, by the way. I actually got to play Fumi in 2011. He came to a Japan tournament, and I actually got to play Fumi. He was a really fucking cool guy, and he was a very good Yoshi. Absolutely the best Yoshi I'd ever played for the time. And I know Fumi was a big inspiration for Amsa. I might do a video on Fumi at one point, by the way. I wonder how many of you guys know that Santi used to main Yoshi, Santiago, and his tag used to be Lil Fumi because he was a Fumi-inspired Yoshi main. Now, the reason I'm not putting Yoshi, I saw someone in chat suggest either Dog Water or Amazing for Yoshi. The only thing I think holding Yoshi back for me is the Yoshis that are amazing aren't net play Yoshis. Like, I've never run into a net play Yoshi on Unranked where I didn't know who they were and they were amazing. So there are amazing Yoshis out there, but they're not net play Yoshis. So for that reason, I think I gotta put Yoshi in bottom of, I think top of free win. I think it's free win. I think Yoshi's gonna be top of free win. I'm even gonna put Yoshi a little bit lower than. I'm gonna go in this order. I'm gonna put him in this order. Strong disagree. Explain. Elaborate. Explain yourself, Raccoons 444. Lower than Peach for sure. I think Ludwig tier should technically be higher than free win. I could see that. Yeah, I'm into that. No, that's a good call. And I'll swap the color. Oh god. Oh, we fucked the whole order up. No, that makes sense. I'm into that. Yeah, good call. I'm gonna go this color, and then I'm actually gonna go this color's kind of. I like this shade of blue. I like that shade of blue. That shade of blue is nice. Up next, after Samus. Okay, Samus is gonna be a tough one. What do you guys think? I actually need chat's help for this one. Do you guys have opinions on Samus? I have no idea, and I'm a Samus main. Puff tier, they vary. Samus is dog water, pretty skilled. Either dog or amazing. Never see them. They spam tech skill and are amazing, but kill themselves. Either super cracked or I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I definitely play some Samuses where I'm like, I literally don't know what you're doing. Like, they like walk around. Okay, Samus, I will say this. Samus is the one character. Samus is one of these characters where sometimes I can't tell if we're desync. Samus is the one character where sometimes I can't tell. I'm like, did we desync? Like what? Because they start walking around and like they're holding a weird direction, and I'm like, and then they like up tilt, and I'm oh, okay, we're still playing. It's fucking weird. I think I've actually quit out on some Samuses before because I just couldn't tell what the fuck was going on with their movement. It's really weird. I don't know. Samus like is a weird one. I think part of the problem with Samus is that I just don't think there are any amazing Samus players right now, like even at the tournament scene, right? Like Hugo inactive, you know, Plup not playing Samus, Duck both not playing Samus and inactive, tournament inactive anyway. YCZ, I mean, I don't think YC, when I say amazing, I mean like a real, like YC's not like a top 100 player, you know what I mean? He's good for sure, but like, you know what I mean? Like we used to have real representation for fucking top Samuses. Like back in the Plup Duck days, yeah, like Swooper and Morse Code would be like the two top Samuses right now. And even they're like not that active in tournaments right now, you know? There was an era, I mean, there was an era to be very recently where there was some real top level fucking representation for Samus. I remember, you know, you'd be in like DreamHack. I mean, I remember an era where fucking it felt like every other goddamn tournament some Samus was upsetting Leffen. Kata. Oh, Kata looks really good. Kata does look really good. But they're not like, dude, Plup and Duck were like fucking, Plup obviously like was, well, we all know what happened with Plup. I mean, he just became a fucking literal god. And then Duck, like, remember, Duck had like a 3-0 victory over Hungrybox before he retired. Duck won Pat's House 2 over Zane and Crush and Drug Fox and Pew Pew and KJH. Like, Duck was a fucking incredible player. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we've had Samus like that for a long time, where they're just literally fucking beating top 20 players every tournament and like pushing, yeah, pushing top 20. I don't think pushing is the right word. I think they were just both top 20. So I just think we've been out of that era for a really long time. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's definitely some really good Samus players, but I just don't feel like there are any great representatives for the character right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. I think Samus, like, when I was looking at this tier list, side note, on the most recent PG Stats tier list, I think one of the placings I object to the most is Samus below Pikachu and Yoshi. I absolutely think Samus is a fucking better character than Pikachu and Yoshi. I think Samus might even be better than Ice Climbers with wobbling. I think Samus has some real potential for a character, and like, I think back when Plup and Duck played, if you put Samus at 8th, I think that was like, if anything, probably the accepted opinion. I think it is way easier to succeed in tournament with Samus than any of those characters besides maybe non-wobbling Ice Climbers. But I think the results spoke for themselves. I think we definitely, out of all those characters, we saw more like top 20 Samuses than each. Well, no, I guess Ice Climbers, right? Because there's like, you know, Army, Nintendo, Fly, Chew, but you know, it was close between those two. I feel like Samus at 11th to me feels too low. I was surprised to see Samus that low, and I do think it's one of those kind of recency bias things. I don't know. Yeah, man, even fucking Hugo got fucking top 8 at Genesis. Like, absolutely. Hugs got fucking top 8 at Genesis. Hugs got like 9th at Evo. Like, recently. Not when I say recently, I mean, you know, like what was that, 2016? 2015 or 2016? Hugs got 9th at Evo. And then he got top 2 at Evo 2007. Yeah, there's the older one too. So, no, I think Samus has real potential for a character, for sure. Absolutely. Like, that being said, we're a little bit off topic. Unranked Samuses. Where are we at on unranked Samuses? I'm not gonna lie, it's been a really long time. I even ran into a Samus the other night that I thought was like pretty good, and I was like, oh, this Samus is like pretty good. And it ended up being Violence. So I even got into a situation the other night where I was like, I thought I finally ran into like the one net play Samus that I'd never heard of that was like, oh, this guy actually can do some stuff. And then it ended up being like Violence, who's a guy I know. So I was like, oh, well, then I can't even fucking count him because I know who Violence is. He beat Army in tournament, you know? So I kind of feel like, to me, it's either meh or free win. I don't know, man. Bottom of meh, maybe? Top of free win? Puff tier? You guys have run into some goated Samuses? Have you? I just ran into the biggest melee clout scheme of all time. All right, tell me what it is. Get me in. I want it. I want in on the ground level. I'll tell you that right now. All the net play Samus run into are going to be good Samus players because no one else plays her. I just haven't run into one where I felt like this guy's actually. I'm even tempted to put Samus in free win, but bottom of mid, top of free win to me. A lot of Samuses feel like ultimate players. True. Actually true, Blue Pinata. I've run into a lot of net play Samuses where I was like, yo, I think this guy's a fucking ultimate player. Because they play the character like it's like I don't know if you guys have seen Ultimate Samus. Ultimate Samus is a projectile camp character. And they actually try to projectile camp. And they do like, they'll sit in the corner and they'll try to like fare out of the corner and like play with like, they'll zare too much and they'll like use missiles. And I'm like, you guys don't realize like, I can nair through your missiles and stuff. And they have like fundamentally because like Melee Samus isn't a projectile zoning character. Melee Samus is like a scrapping, like scramble character that uses like good frame data on their grounded moves to come out on top in scrambles. And, you know, they have a lot of survivability and they have a very tricky recovery and they can like put you off stage with down smash in, you know, a lot of situations. And force, you know, these long edge guards on characters like Sheik and Marth. And they can put some missiles on the screen, but like most characters like Marth can jab the missile, right? Fox can literally nair in place or even nair forward through the missiles. And I really do find that there are a fair bit of net play Samuses that I think just fundamentally came from Ultimate and have the wrong idea of what the character actually is supposed to look like. And I think this ties back into the fact that we don't have great top level representation for the character. But that's kind of how I feel with Samus. I'm gonna leave Samus in meh. I think Samus is gonna be above free win for me, but it's close. It's close. It's very close. I also think that the Samuses that are out there, I think they rely on. See, the reason I was curious what you guys think is I assume they're probably very good at beating the average unranked Falco, but I do think they kind of rely on the same sort of like patterns, if that makes sense. And so I do kind of wonder, like, I would be surprised if even on this tier list, like I have Falco up here in pretty skilled varies, and I've got Samus down here in meh, but I wouldn't even be surprised if the average unranked Falco had a surprisingly hard time with the average unranked Samus. That actually wouldn't surprise me. So up next, now we're getting in the mid tiers. Luigi. Look, I think the type of people that pick Luigi, I think they're here to have a good time, not a long time. I think the average Luigi is here to have a good time, not a long time. You know, they're wave dashing around. Sometimes they get a misfire, and you know, they're chuckling about it. I don't know, man. I think Luigi, we're just gonna put him down here and move on. I don't know. Chat seems to agree. I don't know. I've run into some Luigis that are like pretty all right, but I've run into a lot of Luigis where I'm like, look, I get it. Like you're probably coming from Ultimate and you're like, oh shit, I can wave dash really far. This is super fun. I think it's really fun too. April 1st, that day on April 1st when Fizzy gave the world the gift of fun stages and friendlies, and I really think he should, side note, suggestion to Fizzy, I really do think he should bring back a playlist, April Fool's playlist, where we get to play on those stages, because that was the most fun day I ever had on Unranked. I love wave dashing around on Mute City, on the part where you're sliding around. You know, the slidey part with the boosters. I love it. But Unranked Luigis are, they're just having fun. All right, they're just having fun. Let's just say they're just having fun. And I respect it. And I think one day they're going to turn into great players. Some of them will turn into great players. But right now, they're not great players. Let's keep going. Up next, after Luigi, it's going to be Dr. Mario. Okay, this might be a contentious take. We have our first member of the randomly goated as fuck tier. Goated, right? What the fuck is going on with these unranked dogs? What the fuck is going? Every single not only are they good, I've never run into a bad one. I've never run into a bad dog on unranked. When I see a Dr. Mario, I'm like, I'm locking in, dude. They try so fucking. No, they do, dude. They're such sweaters. The dog players are fucking sweaters. I don't get it. What the fuck is going on with unranked dog players? Why are they so cracked? It makes no goddamn sense. They're so good. They're literally so good for no reason. Like they actually I'll actually sit there and fucking like, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, cool, like some dog player I've never heard of. I used to play Shroomed in tournament. How hard could this be? And then they're like trading games with me. I literally will go even with like most dog players on Unranked. All of you guys are so fucking good. I know how to play the matchup. I literally think I'm pretty good at the matchup. And the Unranked, maybe I'm not anymore. Maybe that's what's going on. But I actually think the average Unranked dog could probably enter TMT and make bracket. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this character. I think they're so good. Toph isn't realizing it's shroomed a bunch of times. They're not. I could probably tell if it was shroomed, but maybe, man. Honestly, the way it feels, like, dude, I don't know. The docs are fucked, man. The docs are so fucking good. I don't know what the hell it is. It's because Doc and Mario players have something to prove. I think what it is like, if you're playing Dr. Mario these days, you're probably not even a Doc main. You're either an old school player who used to be really good, like back in 2005, and you heard about Slippi through your like, you know, your millennial or Zoomer friends, and you downloaded Slippi from Slippi.gg, which you guys should all go check out, and subscribe to Fizzy's Patreon. And you still got it. I mean, you can still do all the good Doc things, right? Doc's got a good punish game. You know how to edge guard. Or they're like modern top tier players that are playing a secondary. And they're just playing what happens to be a very good secondary, which is Dr. Mario. You want to pick a mid tier that kind of has all the tools, is like actually like not a bad character. Dr. Mario is a good pick. And I think that's what's going on for at least some of these guys, to be honest. Why would old players play Doc? Doc was just a very popular character back in the day. There were a lot of old school Dr. Mario players, and I'm not 100% sure. He's the first character on the CSS. That's one way to look at it. He is in the top left. Doc, to me, and I feel like most people in the chat even agreed, Doc to me has got to be in the goated tier. Okay, up next. Oh, it's Ganondorf. Man, I feel so bad for the Ganon players. I don't know. Ganon, like, dude, I run into a lot of Ganons. I actually feel like this character is relatively popular, and I mean, they're going in free win. It's just a matter of where. I kind of think, does this look right to you guys? This is kind of where I'm at on Ganon. It also, by the way, it doesn't help that, like, you know, I play Fox. Okay, a lot of you guys probably play characters like Fox, Falco, Sheik, Captain Falcon. I think a lot of the popular characters. See, here's the thing about Ganon. Ganon is this really unfortunate phenomenon where, yeah, he's all right. I mean, he's like a mid tier or whatever, but he also has a fucking rough matchup against every top tier. God, he's got such a rough matchup. Peach got to move up. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that way. I'm starting to feel like free win is becoming too populous of a tier. Look, we'll rebalance at the end, okay? We'll rebalance at the end. I think you guys are right. We're gonna do some rebalancing at the end, okay? Don't worry about it. How the fuck is Peach and Free? You clearly don't live in the Northeast. Okay, mind you, we're not counting known players of the character. Like, if you're running into Ryobeat, that doesn't count. Up next, after placing Ganon, we got Mario. And I'm trying to think where I would put Mario. Is it, like, are there Marios? Marios don't exist. Mario sucks. I run into lots of Marios. Okay, Joey, I'm deferring to you. What do you think? This a West Coast tier list? Okay. That's interesting. That it might be a West Coast tier list. That might actually be what's going on. Because I don't feel like Mario's fuck. Marios don't exist on the East Coast. Okay, if Marios don't exist on the East Coast, and I live in the West Coast, and Marios don't exist on the West Coast, then where the fuck do we put Mario except they don't exist? Less common than Doc and Luigi. Dude, the fact that we're saying less common than Doc, and there really aren't that many Docs, right? Like, where are we where we're encountering the Marios? I just feel like they don't. I don't see Docs. I've gotten so many Marios. Really? Reggie mate, I think that's just you, man. I feel like no one, I respect your viewpoint, and I believe that you're having the life experience that you have, but I just don't see anyone else in chat necessarily echoing your sentiments. So I'm pretty comfortable putting Mario in the they don't exist here. You get more Marios too? Oh, okay. Okay. New England. There's so many Marios that they're all bad. Lower MMR is Marios, higher MMR is Docs. I played very slightly more Marios than Docs. No way. You guys find Marios? What? Yeah, Mario, dude, I don't have any data on Mario. Okay, so for the purposes of this YouTube video, I'm putting Mario in the unicorn tier. It sounds like my chat is saying some of them encounter a bunch of Marios, but they're all bad. So Mario might be somewhere here. somewhere here, but I'm gonna say they don't exist here for now. Mars free win. What is this tier list? This is how difficult the average player of each of these characters is when you run into that character on unranked. Okay, up next we got DK Donkey Kong. That's right. We got the first member. We got the first member himself, the first member of the DK crew. And I'm gonna let chat. Chat, what do you guys think? Puff tier, goated, puff tier, free or puff tier, puff or free win, free, DK goated. DK is goated, puff tier, Rishi tier, DK is goated, DK's randomly no shit. Everyone is saying here or here. I'm right here with you guys. I think DK's either up here or he's here. I feel like I've run into some fucking cracked Donkey Kongs, dude. That being said, I think 2 of those instances it was just Wrinkler. So I am kind of in this weird situation where I'm like, all right, I'm running into Wrangler. I also think I've run into like Cactuar's Donkey Kong. I've run into, God, DK's a fucking tough one for me. DK's a tough one for me because I feel like I've run into some really good ones, but I feel like they might just be good. They might just be fucking top players playing their secondary DK. You know what I mean? A lot of people in chat are saying maybe Ludwig tier, which I kind of agree. In the sense that, like, right, Mojo Monkey's really good. DK's free win. Bad DKs don't count. Or Wrangler doesn't count, sorry. Oh, boy. Maybe you're right. Maybe DK is either dog water or amazing. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely run into some DKs where I'm like, eh. Yeah, I do think I'm getting a little biased with the whole Wrangler, Mojo Monkey. You can't put him in the same tier as Doc. Well, I saw a lot of Lud tier and free win in chat, right? Mangaran or random DK that was actually goated. I saw that video. Yes. Dude, I'm telling you guys, there's some fucking good ass DKs out there. Chad, we're polling this one. I'm actually going to let the people speak on this one. Lud or randomly goated? We're polling it. What tier is DK? And we're only going to give 2 options. Randomly goated, F, Lud tier. All right, duration, 1 minute, starting the poll, go. Post your opinions in the chat. Wait, no, not in the chat. Actually, put it in the chat too. Type it in the chat and vote in the poll. You can click with your mouse. I ran this guy, LMA, you lost to DK, and he beat me, spam, might be before one and dunning me. That's really funny, in a way. It's also, I would be annoyed. I'd be annoyed. Sorry, you're right, it's not funny. It's kind of funny. That guy probably thought it was funny. You probably thought it was annoying. Objectively speaking, it's both kind of funny and kind of annoying. It's kind of in the middle. Is it funny? I mean, it's kind of funny. It's also annoying as fuck. I get it. It goes both ways. I'd be annoyed, but it's funny. I think I've ran into that guy and I think I beat him. By the way. I think I ran into that guy and I think I did beat him. So, or I didn't lose to him, rather. I will say this, though. I think another reason, now that I'm thinking about it, I think another part of the reason I'm a little biased here and why I was gravitating towards randomly goated is I play a lot of Marth on Unranked, and I think my worst matchup of the whole game is Marth DK. I'm terrible at the matchup. I run into DKs when I play Marth on Unranked. I think the matchup's kind of hard. I actually have a really tough time with Marth DK. I usually do. I usually have to switch to Sheik or Fox or Falco or even Captain Falcon. I'd rather play my shitty ass Captain Falcon than Marth against Donkey Kong. So I'm going to put him in either Dog Water or Amazing, but definitely higher than Jigglypuff. I think some of these Donkey Kongs are fucking serious business. Throwing the music back on. Okay, up next, after Donkey Kong, sorry for the long diatribe. That's what that word means, right? Diatribe. We got Young Link. When's the next chess bet? Lord of the Lion? Dude, well, first of all, I got to get a little bit better because he wiped the floor with me. He beat me 5-1, I think. I mean, it was a fun session for sure, but I'm grinding a fair bit of chess lately. I'll man him up. I think we had a really good vibe. I think me and NL had a good time. We might do some more stuff. If he's down, obviously he's bigger time than I am, you know, but he's a fucking swell guy. So Young Links. Young Link and Link are the next 2 characters. I think Young Link is, maybe this is a hot take. I think the Young Links are pretty fucking good. I think we have another member of the pretty skilled tier. Some of them aren't great, for sure. Some of them aren't great. Rhymathor Mass, why is Ganon so low? Dude, I feel like when you run into an unranked Ganon, I don't know, man. They're gonna fair and they're gonna jab in place. I'm gonna put Young Link at the top of pretty skilled. Young Links are actually nuts. I don't feel like they are to me, they don't, how do I put this? Okay, I'll run into a young Link or whatever, right? And then, like, I mean, I think my win rate is really high or whatever, but like for me, a lot of the time I run into these young Links where I feel like I beat them and I'm kind of like, damn, you're just playing a character that I play fucking Fox, right? So like, Fox kind of beats young Link pretty bad. So I run into a lot of young Links where I'm like, dude, this guy probably is a really good player that's playing a secondary. And I'm just kind of beating them because I'm playing a better character than them. But I feel like for a lot of these characters, I'm like really impressed with their skill level. I don't know if that's on point, but that's how I feel. If you're a young Link that terrorizes the likes of Unranked, leave a comment in the YouTube comments below. Let me know if you're like really a young Link main, or if you're just a fucking goated spacey player that happens to have the sickest young Link secondary that you bust out at 1 a.m. at night. I'm really curious about what the fuck is going on with this phenomenon, but I really do think the young Links are pretty good for some reason. Yeah, they do work hard to lose. I mean, still a free win, but when I say free win, I don't mean from like my perspective. I'm making this video for the common man, okay? I'm making this video for the common man. Yeah, I've seen some fucking cracked ass young Links. But TechnoSpider in the chat says I'm honestly more afraid of the Link players than young Link players, which brings me to the next character on the tier list. That's right, it's Link. Oh boy. Is it just me or are these Links are spooky, right? Link's probably the most free win for me? You're out of your goddamn mind. Link is the most free win for you? I think the Links are fucking, dude, they're here or they're here. Dude, I think they're here or they're here. You guys are out of your mind. Wait, you guys think they're free? Dude, I've run into some Links that fucking got it. Now, I actually kind of know who these guys are, but a lot of these Links that I run into on Unranked, they actually used to play in the Smash Ladder days. There were a couple Links that were active on Smash Ladder that were like plat, like, there was an actual contingent of like plat, like low, what's the rank about plat? Was it diamond or was it like master? Plat, it might have been master. They might not have had diamond. It might have been just master. I think it was master. Master than grandmaster or grand smasher. There were like plat, Tristan's Rule, Red X. Okay, granted, I do know who Red X is. Like he's a top Project M player. But dude, like this is a West Coast Fox perspective list. At the end of the day, man, I can only speak from my own perspective. That's why I'm trying to pull the chat as much as possible. I've never seen a bad Link. Dude, I think Link is top and pretty skilled, man. I think top and pretty skilled. They don't make me sweat the way these docs make me sweat. There's so many bad Links. Damn, I don't ever run into the bad Links. I don't ever run into the bad Links. Really? You guys find bad Links on the East Coast? East Coast Unranked must just be built different, I guess. I find that most low tiers only with the Spaceys Falcon matchup. You guys gotta remember, I play more Marth on Unranked than Fox. Or not more, probably about equal parts. So it's not just Fox for sure. Link is hard Ludwig for me. Okay. I'm into that. Lower than DK in my opinion. I don't like that the Ludwig tier is getting so jam-packed though. The Ludwig tier is supposed to be a pure dichotomy of goated or fucking easy as hell to beat up on. To me, Link is... look, they're not Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario's make me fucking sit up in my chair. Dr. Mario might be the sole member of the randomly goated as fuck tier. I'm gonna put Link right here below DK. I think Link goes here or maybe even top of skilled. I don't think there's such free wins like here. I think Links are always gonna make you work. They're not like such jokes of fucking dog water amazing like DK or Puff. I'm gonna say top of skilled. It looks like some people in the chat are agreeing with me. Yeah, this feels correct to me. Couldn't tell you why. All right, up next, Mystery Game & Watch. Okay, I just said that I think Dr. Mario is the sole member of randomly goated as fuck. To this day, I don't think I've ever encountered a Mr. Game & Watch that hasn't taken the first friendly off of me. When I run into Game & Watch at Unranked, the first game, they win. They always win the first friendly. They literally always win the first friendly. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Game Watch actually might even be the highest average skill. Game Watch might go here. I think you guys are right. I think Game Watch might actually be, yeah, Game Watch is goated. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it is. And look, they're a bad character. Usually you can kind of figure it out. But like, dude, when I play Game Watches First friendly, I'm running in. I'm like, whatever. It's a Game & Watch or a low tier. Blah, blah, blah. They have a shit shield. I'm going to run in, hit their shield a bunch. Their shield's going to explode. I'm going to get a lot of easy stocks. I run and I get gimped a bunch. Their punish game is fucking incredible. They know how to use their, like, deceptively kind of good frame data on their normals. You know, like, they'll do, like, dare down tilt or, like, you know, down tilt, you know, ISA frames. You know, they know how to dash dance. They know how to play neutral pretty well. Their punish game is actually pretty good. The recovery's pretty good. They know how to drop low. They know how to mix it up. And I have to fucking play the like, I have to treat these guys like they're fucking, like, Marths to start winning. You know what I mean? He's hard to edgeguard. If you don't know what you're doing, he's hard to edgeguard. Now, there are ways to make him really easy to edgeguard. Like, there are ways because, like, I think Marth can actually stall a little bit better than Game & Watch does. So you can kind of, like, if you grab the ledge at the right timing with Game & Watch, like, for example, you can threaten, like, you know, invincible shine spikes if you're Fox, or if you're playing, like, a character like Falco, you can downer him from the ledge. You can just forward smash the ledge as Marth sometimes. If they're not perfectly sweet spotting, and if they are, it's kind of telegraphed because they have to drop so low that you can kind of grab the ledge on them. But they can be randomly difficult to edgehog and, or edgeguard. And, dude, I don't know what the fuck it is with these Game & Watch kids on Unranked, but they're fucking good. They're fucking good for, like, no reason at all. Absolutely belongs this tier. These guys are fucking stressful to fight for, like, no fucking reason at all. Up next is Mewtwo. I am tempted to put Mewtwo at Unicorn tier. I did run into a Mewtwo one time. I think it might have been, I don't know if West Coasters know the name Ziri. I don't know how to pronounce his username. He was a mainstay of Anther's Ladder back in the day. He was like gold, plat. Honestly, probably plat skill level, but like playing Mewtwo made it so that he was mostly in gold because like Mewtwo's a tough character to succeed with. But man, Mewtwo's super rare, right? I've never even seen one. I'm going to put him in Unicorn tier. In fact, I think he might be even more of a unicorn than fucking Mario. Zeri beat Bimbo? Wow. That's impressive. Impressive. Mewtwo is in the game. And look, don't get me wrong. I think Mewtwo is fucking... This character at the cracked level of play can do some shit. Like, Mewtwo as a character has some solid tournament wins. Leffen beat Professor Pro. Taj beat Callball, right? Like, top 20 players have lost to Mewtwo. Top 20 players have not lost to Young Link, I was going to say, but Armada. Mr. Game & Watch, I was going to say, but Curb. Roy, I was going to say, but you all see where this is going. Yeah, Mewtwo can do some stuff for sure, but, you know, on Unranked, he's just a... I think the problem with Mewtwo is that, like, he is very difficult. I think Mewtwo, like, he's got some stuff for sure, but he's not... You can't just pick him up. Like, he plays very differently than most characters, and he's quite technical. You got to know how to do a lot of stuff. Oh, fucking Zoma. Cactuar went to fucking Japan, and granted, he was jet lagged as fuck, and he was not I know Cactuar literally got off a 10-hour flight to Japan and went to a local, so yeah, I'm johnning for him, and I know this because we were roommates, but Cactuar lost a tourney set to Zoma's Mewtwo. Okay? That's insane. In like 2019 or something, or 2018 or something. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, okay? Like, Mewtwo, I absolutely think could fucking do some shit. And I think, like, some small buffs in this character would be, like, absolutely tournament viable. But, yeah. In terms of Unranked, this motherfucker does not exist. Okay, up next, after Mewtwo, now we're getting into the real, like, bottom tier, you know, low tier, bottom tier. Roy. God, I'm so tempted to put him in Ludwig tier. Oh, my God. Roy's another character where he's either fucking so stressful to fight or he's shit. Do you guys think Lud tier or do you guys think randomly goated as fuck? I was gonna put him up here, but this might be more appropriate. I'm so tempted to put him in fucking randomly goated as fuck. I've ran into some bad Roys, I think. But I've ran into some Roys where, like, dude, they are actually fucking good. Too many shit Roys trying to be Zane. Okay, true. I think these days there are shit Roys trying to be Zane. But I think before Don't Test Me, the only Roys I ever found were fucking good. You think 99% are free? All right. I think chat has convinced me. Bad Roys are everywhere. Probably due to Don't Test Me and the Reddit army. I'm down to put him in either Dogwater or Amazing Ludwig tier, but, like, dude, There's some fucking Roys where like, dude, I've got to fucking work, I feel like. Oh my God. This is a post don't test me era. That's true. This is not a 2018 tier list. Yeah, you guys have convinced me. You guys have convinced me. The emblematic character in the LUT tier is going to be the Jigglypuff, but I'm going to put Roy in here as well. I will say I'm going to put him above Puff. I think the Puffs on average are a little bit worse than the Roys. That's my experience. Up next is Pichu. Look, Pichu, we can agree, just doesn't exist. Not only does Pichu not exist, but I think if they were to exist, they would be so bad. Right? At least when you run into an Ice Climbers, they're kind of good. Pichus don't exist. Right? No way. Codemaster? Who the fuck is Codemaster? You lost a Pichu the other day? What the fuck? There are Pichus? I haven't been in chat. I've seen one Pichu. You have? I haven't been. You play Melee? You're not just like an AMQ denizen? The only Pichu I played was H-Box. That's weird. Pichu's always quit after one stock, and I imagine them thinking, why the fuck am I playing Pichu? Yeah, exactly. I've never seen a Pichu. I'm putting them in Unicorn. Next, Ness. I actually have ran into some Nesses. Ness is a sad, tormented soul. I would like to imagine the average Ness had the same experience. Either they're coming from Ultimate and they want to see if Ness works in this game. PSA to you guys, he doesn't. Or they had the same experience I did when I finished Earthbound. When I finished Earthbound, I was a young man working in Japan. I finished the game, and I was so touched by the ending of Earthbound, I actually shed a tear. I cried a little bit. And I decided, you know what, this game was so cool, so beautifully made, that I'm actually going to try to learn Ness. I'm going to try to pick up a Ness secondary in Melee, because Ness as a character deserves it. He deserves me trying to learn how to play him in Melee, because he's so cool. His game has so much love put into him, and I want to learn how to play Ness in Super Smash Bros. Melee. I played 2 friendlies, and then I gave up on that dream. So I'm going to put him in free win. This character is just dog shit abysmal. And I mean, there's so many ways you can pick on them. The recovery, I don't know, man. I don't think Ness can get it done. I just don't think this character can get the job done at all. I think he's got big problems. Recovery is the least of his worries, but it is one of the worries. All right, so that's going to be Ness. Lower than, I mean, I almost want to put him in Unicorn, but I have run into some Nesses. Back through the character? Yeah, but back through into what? You know what I mean? You can't gimp with them. You can't go off stage. All right, next we have Zelda, and I think there are some good Zeldas out there. The only problem with Zelda is that I don't feel like I've run into them. I know they exist, but I don't think I've run into them on Unranked. Right, Zelda Fool apparently, you know, Rien, they're good players, but I haven't run into them. So, like, for me, I would want to put Zelda in here, right? Like, I don't think I've really run into Zeldas. And if I did run into a Zelda, I feel like I would know who they were, because it'd be Rien or Zelda Fool. So I just don't feel like I run into Zeldas on Unranked at all. I don't really think there's much of a Zelda population on Unranked. So I'm going to go ahead and put her in the Unicorn tier. Right around here. I'm actually going to move Ices up a little bit, by the way. I feel like the average Ices is probably better than these characters, so I'm going to roughly order them in terms of difficulty to beat. I'm going to put Zelda above Mewtwo. Something like this. The only Zelda I ran into was Dreffin. Well, that would be here, right? That would be Sheik and Zelda. But anyway. The final 2 characters that we're actually going to rank, because these 3 don't count. We got Kirby and we got Bowser. Kirby and Bowser. Kirby is a tough one. Now, when you talk about net play Kirby, you got to give a shout out to Ginger. Ginger is a man who actually got to Grand Smasher tier and I think became #1 on Smash Ladder, Anthers Ladder, with fucking Kirby. Which is super impressive. This character is shit. I don't know if you guys have tried playing him. He is not easy to succeed with. I just don't think I've seen any of them. Captain Pretzel plays a dope Kirby on Unranked. Yeah, but isn't Kirby, are we getting into the same fucking thing with Zelda where we feel like, you know, maybe for low tiers, maybe we should count the respective players. You know what I'm saying? Unicorn or what? I don't think Unicorn or... See, the problem is I don't know Captain Pretzel, so, like, I don't really feel like I can speak to where I would actually put them. Kirby, I think Bowser tier, right? I don't see him. I think Kirby and Bowser just go down here. Bowser's I especially don't see. I've ran into one Bowser and it was Gimpy Fish. Now, shout out to Gimpy Fish. I will say, Gimpy Fish put up a fucking damn good fight. We used to play in tournament a lot, by the way, back when I lived in Seattle. Me and Gimpy Fish actually had a bunch of sets we played in tournament. But yeah, these days I feel like if you're running into Bowser on Unranked, it's probably Gimpy Fish. aka 62-bit hero. He does stream. Go follow him. And I think this is kind of it, you know? I feel like what does Zelda have that is cool? She has some interesting movement stuff where she does like horizontal wave lines on the platforms, and they have interesting names like Jelly Dashes, I think is one of them. She can jelly dash because it looks like a jellyfish. I don't know. I don't know a ton of Zelda stuff. Zelda's the kind of character where I'm going to have to commentate a Zelda set in tournament one day, and I'm not going to know all the names for the Zelda techniques that the Zelda community invented, and they're going to roast me on commentary. But that being said, this is how I'm going to do it. I think with the low tiers, I just don't have enough data. I've never run into a Kirby. I've never run into a Bowser. I couldn't tell you guys where I'd put these guys. Okay, rebalancing. This feels accurate to me. I think we need to do a little rebalancing, though. I think Peach needs to go up. I think Falcon needs to go up. And I think Pikachu needs to go up. This feels a little more accurate to me because when I think about the clear difference, this feels more correct to me. I ran to Kirby. They're so good. It's so scary. Interesting. This is the tier list, I think. Yeah, dude, Game & Watch and Dop. Something about these two characters. When I run into these fucking characters, like, dude, I just would not be surprised if the Game & Watches and Docs that I'm running into are just going to be the next goated characters of these players.